Hello everyone. So in this session we'll discuss about git hash. So we'll see how exactly git hash is created and why exactly it is different from the normal hash that is generated using other utilities such as Shasam, and then we'll also explore about the git object. So we'll see what are the contents that are present in the git object and how exactly it is created. So let's get started. So for this I'll just open my terminal first. So I'll just quickly type terminal and I'll go to my repository or the directory where I'm using the current folder as of now. So I'll just quickly type desktop. One second. So I'll just type desktop and I'll go to my directory, that is git repo. And just to show you guys, so you can see there is already a git.git folder present over here. So now I'll do one thing. I will just quickly go inside and create one object. So let's say I'm creating an object. So I will create a git object. So let's say the content of the object I'm typing as first commit, and as I've shown previously I'm using git hash object along with stdin and w. For those who are not aware about this command, please go and check my previous videos. So I've shown exactly why we are using git hash object over here and what is the use of stdin and w. So it will be a great help for you guys to understand it in a proper way. So you can see there is one hash created over here. So this is one hash that is created from the object creation that we have done using git hash object command. So I'll just see the content of the file first. So I'll just do one thing. I'll use one more command called git cat file, and I will type the hash over here and I will say p. So you can see this is a command that is used for viewing the content of a particular object. So you can see the content of the particular file is first commit, and if I type again, let's say t, so it will say the type of the object is a blob, and if I want to see the size is 13. So for those who are again not aware about this particular command, please go back and see my previous videos in which I have explained the use of git cat file, and in the same video I have explained the use of git hash object. So now we'll see how we can generate SHA-1 hash itself using the terminal utility that is called Shasam. So we can use something called first commit and I have to type Shasam. So Shasam is a utility that is present within your terminal, which you can use it over here to generate the hash for any string that you're providing or any file that is there. So if I type it here, so you can see there is a hash again generated, which is a bit different from the one that is generated over here. So I'll just quickly copy the hash over here and I will just show you the hash that is here. So you can see there is a lot of difference over here. So this is something else and this is something else. So why is this different? Because the git hash contains a lot of detail within that. So let's see how we can generate this kind of hash using the Shasam itself, that is git generating. So for that we have a formula you can see that is used within a git to generate a hash, that is a combination of content, object type and object length. So what does that mean is the git hash that is shown on the screen is containing all the details that is present within it, which forms a git object. So git object ideally contain a content, object type and object length. So for generating this kind of a hash which is similar to the git object by using Shasam, we'll be using this particular command that is called echo. Then we'll type the object type, that is a blob, the object length followed by a delimiter and then the content, and then we'll provide Shasam, which is similar to the one that is shown in this particular diagram. So let's try this over there. So I'll just show you over here. So I will use the same command, that is echo, then I will type blob. Blob is type of object that we have seen, space, then we will type the length. Length we know is 13 for the object that we're trying to generate. Then we'll type a delimiter and followed by the content, that is first commit and Shasam. Enter. So you can see now we have gotten the same hash that is shown, that was shown using git. This is using Shasam and this is using git. So now we can see the hash that is generated using Git is similar to one that is now we have generated manually using SHASM. So in short, we can say a Git hash contains detail about content, object, that is the Git object, object type, and a delimiter that we have already seen over here. And the same is demoed in this particular diagram. So thanks a lot guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you like this video. Keep sharing. Thank you. Bye bye.